The following is an archive podcast presented by the Branson and Hudson Foundation for Podcast Recovery. This podcast is entitled Mall Ghosts. It is the first and only episode of the podcast. Welcome to episode 1.
Is it going? There it goes. There it goes.
Is that it right there?
There it goes. All right, we're going. All right. Okay. Well,
Is that the red light? Does that mean it's going? Or what?
All right. Should I start it out or? Okay.
I don't know, this was your idea.
All right.
This is so stupid.
All right. Shut up. All right. Shut up, Dustin. What else are we gonna do? So we're okay. This is Kurt. These two really sweaty dudes in giant cargo shorts left their shit here at the mall. So we're using this equipment to kind of get our voices out there. You're probably confused if you're listening to this because we're actually dead. All four of us are dead. We're ghosts. This is proof. You guys wanted us to talk, so here we are, and this is your evidence. So
yeah, like
Merry
no shit.
Christmas.
You can look at the like surveillance video footage, and you'll see that it's just like
they can't.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like they'll look at it and they'll be like nothing, and then like they'll listen to the
Nothing's
recording.
there. The only thing you could
You can only see
Bo's
an orb.
boots for some reason. You can only see Bo's boots walking around. I don't know why his boots are still in the physical realm and they appear there still, but they're rooted there, and
Pretty
we
good
haven't been able to
boots.
figure it out.
I don't know why either. It don't even. I'm plumb confused.
So I'm sorry. So I introduced myself. My name's Kurt, and this is Dustin, Preston, and Bo, or Beauregard.
Oh yeah, my name's Dustin Stuckey.
All right, yeah,
I
we'll
was
just-
a
yeah,
first
that's
year
fine.
in community college when I passed into the other life.
Should I?
Okay.
Sorry,
I-
are we not supposed to like say what happened?
All right, well, we
No,
can do
I've
it.
never
This.
done
All right,
this.
Preston, you go ahead right now.
Hi, I'm Preston Carter Pope. I worked at the FYE here in this mall from 2006 to 2009 until I suffered a fatal stroke one day while working.
I bought a Neo CD there.
I'm sorry, you did what?
I bought a Neo CD.
Oh, wow.
You know Neo?
While I
Yeah,
was,
like from the Matrix.
I see.
No, you idiot. Fuck. All right. So
I shelled my fair share of Neo from 2006 to 2009.
Oh, so do we have to say how we died? I don't want to tell everybody. It's gonna be.
Oh,
we're
why
gonna
don't you
sound
let
like a fucking
Beauregard?
idiot.
Why don't you let? All right. Why don't you let Bo talk? Dustin.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel Beauregard Alabaster Leroy Johnson. I am a lot more a veteran ghost to these folks here, a Civil War soldier searching for the fountain of youth, and didn't die in the mall, but they built this ball over me. They built it over my boots, and my boots found their way in, and I've been here ever since.
Oh fuck! Can we start over and I can just like be a guy that like died 2,000 years ago or something?
I don't think you can pull that off, Stucky.
Stucky, we're not. We're telling the truth.
Whatever.
So
I
my
just
name's.
think like I never became like famous when I was alive, and now.
That's your fault.
Well,
Should have died, dude.
When
yeah,
did you,
well, maybe
when
that's
did you
why I'm
die,
still
Stucky?
like. Maybe that's why I'm stuck in the ghost realm with you guys, because like I.
What'd you say?
Should became
Is
famous.
that, is that what we agreed
what'd
to
you say,
call
Preston?
it?
When did you die, Stucky?
I died in 2008,
Oh, we were pretty close, man.
so I didn't vote for Obama.
Uh-oh.
I got to just before I died.
Bo, why did you say
Yeah.
uh-oh, dude? You were in the Confederate Army.
Yeah. What do you
Man,
know? What do you know about Obama?
I know very little of him, of what I hear the passerby say, and while I admit I was a Confederate soldier, I am, as the children of nowadays say, I'm woke now. If I could go back, I would never have fought for the Confederate Army. I would have fought for the other army in the War of Northern Aggression.
Yeah, like no shit. And
So-
if I would have been alive, I probably would have been like famous on Vine or something, because I was always doing like hilarious shit at Spencer's.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's just call this. Let's title this one the Stucky Show, because here come the waterworks, and
Yeah.
Stucky's
Apparently,
about
like
to go off
Stucky is
again.
just running this whole thing. He just wants to interrupt us and talk over us.
Oh,
and,
I'm sorry. Did you guys have
So-
like a program?
Stucky, why don't you start this out with tell us about how you died? Because you're so eager. We're just gonna get this out of the way.
Fine. Well, I guess we'll talk about it. I was in the back. I was stalking the fart smell, and I opened them all up at once because I thought it'd be like really funny if I pranked my manager Tiffany into smelling a bunch of fart. But that shit is like toxic, and so I passed out and hit my head, and I died. Okay, so cool. So Stucky's a fucking idiot. Moving on.
That's it?
Well,
He OD'd on fart smell. It's a shame.
I mean, to be fair, there was like a huge warning.
Yeah,
on the
Narcan's
thing,
not going to
but I
touch
didn't,
that.
like, read it, because who gives a shit?
Well, let me ask this. Somebody said Ghost Realm earlier. Did we decide that's what this is called? I thought this was Purgatory. Y'all keep saying Ghost Realm.
No, this is not Purgatory. That's
or Afterlife. I think it is Purgatory.
No, Purgatory's different.
Mr. Expert's here been to Purgatory.
Listen, I've only been dead for like almost a year, but even I know Purgatory is a different, separate area. We're stuck here on Earth.
Okay, so how can we go home? We got unfinished business.
So we're here we're trying to figure that out. Okay.
Oh, brother.
I have no idea.
So my name's Kurt. I'm a Santa Claus. I was a seasonal Santa Claus. Mall Santa is what they're usually called. That's just my seasonal job.
Kurt, how old are you?
So I was a GameStop employee year round. And that was my regular job. When Krista came around, I was Santa, but I wasn't always Santa. But I tripped one day, and I was eaten by the descending escalator, which the news incorrectly reported I was swallowed by the ascending escalator. And I want to clarify on that. It was the descending escalator that swallowed me whole. And I was in my...
It doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does, because... All right. Just don't interrupt me. I was in my Santa suit, so I'm stuck wearing this shit for good, like for the rest of eternity. The only thing they found was my pants, which had my wallet in it, and they took it out, and my entire 10-count sleeve of condoms fell out of it. So now I'm stuck in this Santa suit.
Yeah,
I got
you
no
probably never
pants,
used any
and
of them.
everyone found my condoms I never even got to use once. And I'm stuck being the Santa with no pants. That's great. That was a year ago. It was last Christmas that I got swallowed by the escalator and eaten alive. And
Well, would you like to trade suits?
we can't.
I think I may have the worst one there.
Yeah, no shit. At least Bo can like
I know
grow
physically
a
you
beard.
can't.
Well, all right. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Kurt has to like
Preston,
put on
why-
a fake
Preston,
beard
why don't you
because
tell
he
us
can't
about it?
grow like real facial hair.
I have a baby face.
Yeah, I know. Like I can't tell whether you're like just like a sick, malnourished 22-year-old or if you're like.
Well, it's
50.
weird because they gave it. You could see I'm wearing this fake beard, but it pulled below my mouth, and they never gave me a mustache. So it's kind of this Amish Santa.
So real quick, before we get too heated into this, is Chili's still open? Because sometimes I start haunting around, shuffling around, and that Chili's don't close till 10 sometimes.
Oh, they
can do
replaced that
Chili's
with
as
the
Ghost.
Sbarros, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with no Sbarro. I like a good old Sbarro, big old slice of greasy pizza. You can wipe your mouth with it like a napkin. Old big piece of shit pizza, not bad. Like the Auntie Anna pizza.
Oh my god! And Annie Ann's, if you like go there, like every girl that works there is like 15 years old, but has like huge boobs, and you can tell like the manager
All
is
right,
just
calm
a
down,
total
Stucky.
pedophile.
Preston, Dusty.
All right, Stucky. We
Dustin.
talked about this.
No, I'm not saying it's good. Like I'm saying it's totally creepy.
But you
Yeah,
mention it every
we believe
time
you.
we talk about Annie Ann's. You mention it every goddamn time.
Yeah, because it's like hard not to notice.
And like
It's like
I
the
may have
Hooters
been,
of Auntie Anne's.
Stucky, how many mornings do I walk by the Auntie Anne's? You're leaning against the wall. And I'm like, Stucky, why you always hang out by this wall?
When
You're
I
like,
when
well, it
I
feels nice
died,
here.
I was 20 years old. So I guess technically I'm 30. But like technically I'm also still 20. So it's like okay for me to like look.
They're 15.
Yeah, half your age plus
I
7.
may be
Oh wait, yeah.
All right.
I may be a Confederate
Wait, no, that's
soldier
fuck.
that fought on behalf of the Confederate Army, defending slavery, and it was wrong. And I'm telling you, Stucky, it's a grave mistake to constantly fawn over those 15-year-olds, no matter how well endowed they are.
Well, it's not even 15-year-olds. He says 15-year-olds. He's like, oh, I can look. But you go even younger. I see you hanging around Claire's.
Like where
You're watching all those
where
girls
would
stealing
you
bracelets.
Like, where do you want me to haunt, basically? Like, am I supposed to haunt where you guys want me to haunt?
Foot Locker, I don't know.
Okay, because you're, like, in defeat
Don't
and
haunt
shit.
the Claire's. I have there's a girl who bled to death getting her ears pierced at the Claire's kiosk, and I sort of have a thing for her. So if you guys
Jesus
could just,
Christ, Preston.
if you guys could just stay away. Her name's
Preston,
Amy.
all right, Preston, how did you die?
I worked at the FYE from 2006 to 2009. Primary duty was alphabetizing the DVDs. Went into work that day.
Was it by genre?
No, this FYE was alphabetical. So it
Did
was,
you just ask if he
The fuck?
organized it alphabetically by genre?
Yes.
Some places they do that, but
They did that at Best Buy.
I went into work one day feeling particularly ill. You can see I'm a rather portly man, and I'd just finished off a box of Swiss rolls in the parking lot, and while shelving some DVDs, I clutched my chest and fell to the ground, and that was it. I'm stuck wandering this mall for all eternity.
I feel bad for y'all with all such your violent deaths and whatnot. It really makes me appreciate how I died.
Wait,
Yours wasn't
you weren't,
violent,
like,
Bo?
shot by a cannon or something?
You didn't die of like. You didn't die
Not
of like
quite. I
gangrene.
had
Or...
abandoned the Confederate Army. I was in search of the Fountain of Youth, which could cure my frontal back knee. And I met a peaceful tribe, a very, very nice tribe here in this area right here. And they invited me to the village. They drew me a warm bath. A bath so warm and incensed with nice carrots and celery they cut up for me. And the water in the bath got so hot that I just got sweaty and sleepy. And the little tobacco they fed me made me feel dazed and confused, and I drifted off to a peaceful sleep, never to wake again. And I can't think of a better way to go than surrounded by a bunch of onlookers looking at me like I'm a big bone-in ham, licking their lips of friendship, and just cutting vegetables
Bo,
into
do
my
you
bath
like
while I
realize
drift to
what
sleep.
like you got? Do you realize like what you're saying is like you got made into fucking soup?
I'm sorry?
You were like eaten by a bunch of people as soup. Do you not understand?
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure your name isn't Beauregard Campbell's?
I'm pretty sure that's not my Christian name.
Dude, look, you got like fucking
pretty
bite
sure-
marks out of the back of you. Like, have you never like looked at the back of your
Oh.
ghost ass?
Oh, how am I supposed to look at the back of me? I don't show up in mirrors.
Okay, that's a good
Now,
point.
I think they was just a nice people. I think y'all are being a little bit more judgmental that these, natives could be so
Oh,
savage. Like I said,
I think I liked you more when you were like racist.
well, I've learned a lot recently in these last 2 weeks, and I am no longer racist. I'm woke now. And I don't think those nice native people did anything more than make me a nice warm bath.
Like, where
Well,
are you getting all this
That's
shit?
great and all, Beauregard, but like we'd appreciate it if you told us to stop watching Nanette every day and shit like that. Just keep it to yourself. Anyway,
It changes everything if you watch it. Now, a lot of stand-up comedy is so boorish with jokes, and Nanette has none of those pesky jokes. And you just learn.
It's
like a
Did you
TED
like
Talk,
start
but
dating
more
like a
boring.
dead English major or something? What the fuck is going on? Where are you getting all this crap?
Even in afterlife, I am dedicated to my beautiful wife, Mabel. And I withstand hope that I will see her once again.
Yeah, was she hot?
well, we got to get you out of here, which is kind of the point of why we're doing this. We're trying to figure out how
Her
to get the
eyes
fuck
were
out
like
of here.
a summer's day. Her
Oh, my
hair
God.
waxing, blonde, wavy. You could catch the scent of her perfume from half a mile away. My tuckered member poking against my pantaloons as I fondly reminisce of my wife. Wondering about her pert breast beneath those breeches or whatever undergarments we had in Civil War era times. Yes, Mabel was a beauty of all ages.
Can I use this on Amy?
Now, a quick fun fact.
From the Claire's kiosk.
Yes, sir. Quick fun fact about the Civil War. In other countries, they call it the American Civil War.
Anyway, let's get back on track here. We're trying to figure out how to get out of here. This is an active time of the year. As you people listening, you probably know, no one goes to malls anymore. It's kind of a dying breed. Except around Christmas time. From, November to January.
Here come the waterworks.
All right, you just shut up, Stucky?
Oh, like you wish you were Santa still is what's going on, right?
I am Santa. Anyway, everyone has to bring their kid to sit on Santa's
There's
lap.
a new Santa, and you just have to accept it.
Fuck Phil.
What? Why?
And I
What's
think
wrong
you
with
have
him?
to stop haunting Phil so much.
You're making him all stressed out and shit.
I don't know. He wears too much cologne.
He's gonna trip down the escalators and die like you. It's gonna be really
Hopefully.
dumb.
And then when he's here,
Well,
I'm
then
gonna
you're gonna have
choke
to
him
hang
out.
out with him all the time as a ghost. Have you thought about
Fuck
that?
up,
That's only
Stucky. Shut
if-
the fuck up, Stucky.
All right. Well, Phil seems like
all right,
a nice
listen.
enough man.
Everyone-
He likes
This is
to-
why you're a bad Santa, because you're an asshole and shit.
So
Oh,
around
bad
Christmas time,
Santa.
everyone brings their...
I stocked that
Everyone's
movie too.
Everyone has to bring their kid to sit on Santa's lap and cry. And I wouldn't be doing this, but Jenny from Sephora is one of the elves. And that's the main reason I signed up to be a Santa. And I also
Jenny?
No, I was... Yeah,
Dude,
Jenny.
are you serious? I saw her giving
From
Matt a
Sephora?
tug job, right behind the counter 2 weeks ago.
Shut the fuck up, dude. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm gonna fucking kill you again.
Dude, look
All right.
under the counter. It looks like a fucking box of cake frosting exploded under there. It's so gross.
I swear to fucking
Nah.
God, Stucky. So they...
Still pining for a living woman as a ghost. Definitely has some weird psychosexual
Do you want her dead,
vibes.
you fucking freak?
Now you're putting words in my mouth, and I'm just preaching caution. Because you're going to do some weird, perverted stuff, and you know what, Kirk?
I
think
am
you're
not.
better than
Why
that.
would I do that? I'm not one of these older freak ghosts like you guys. You guys are all at least 10 years old. Even I'm a fresh ghost, and I know what's right and wrong.
Being a ghost is just
All right,
like having blue balls forever and makes you fucking crazy.
It's like they feeling when you need to sneeze, but you can't sneeze. That's sort of what feeling a ghost is like.
Except you want to come out of your nose.
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, Stucky, chill out.
Well,
Your
Bert
brain's
was talking
essentially-
about his wife with
Fucking
her
hate being a
summer's day eyes, and it just sounded so hot. It's I want to
She's
fuck
got
those eyes.
This
a
is why you always
rear
catch
end like
stuck-
the
this is why you
back
always
of
catch
a
stuck in-
train engine.
We always catch Stucky in the Victoria's Secret,
Powering through
making the
nice
panties float
southern
around.
town.
Some kind of
From
freak.
plantation to plantation, her beauty was known. And when I split her southern lady legs open, I felt a revelation. Not unlike godhood. This unfinished business, I think, is just putting one in dear old Mabel again.
But watch out, you're getting ectoplasm on the microphone.
My apologies. I got ahead
No,
of
it's
myself.
good. There's more evidence. It's fine. I don't even know where I was at. Yeah, people bring their kids to see Santa. I whisper in their ears, go to GameStop so they can buy shit, and I get a 2% bonus and $5 off of a AAA game. Anyway, let's talk about what do we do to keep busy. Do you guys have any certain haunting techniques you like to utilize, or?
I've been trying to play the field a little bit again. Hitting up the girl at the Claire's kiosk. Jenny from the Sephora seems pretty cute. I may take a stroll by.
Do not go to Sephora, Preston.
I'm sorry. Did someone have dibs?
I will spill salt in front of the doorway so you can't enter it. I swear to God.
Okay, man. Let's.
Now, does that
I
work?
will push over someone eating an Auntie Anne's pretzel and make the salt fall onto the floor so you can't cross into Sephora. You stay
Now,
the
what
fuck
if
away
it's
from
a
Jenny.
cinnamon sugar?
Shut the fuck up, Bo.
Just asking questions.
Dude, she died of a Percocet overdose. She's not gonna be into you. She's into tough dudes like me.
All right. Well,
Preston, you are
kinda
like the
looks
softest looking ghost I've ever seen in my life. Like counting Casper.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're basically the what's the puffed up guy in Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
I don't
you look
know,
like the
the
Michelin
Stay
Man.
Marshmallow Man.
You look like the Michelin Man if he was turned into a human and then turned into a ghost.
It's not Michelin Man. He has a different name. Shut up, Dusty.
It's
and I hope you
it's the
don't-
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I
My
was
name is
about
Dustin.
to
My
shelve
friends
the
call me Stucky.
Ghostbusters. I was
So
I
no one
want
calls
Preston
you
thank you. I knew
Stucky
you
then.
stocked that movie.
Oh, that was fucked up.
I'm just kidding. We like to riff around here to pass the time, you know. You don't have any friends. That's a joke. We say Preston's shaped like a perfect circle, and it's also his favorite band. We just like to goof off around here.
Yep, stock those CDs too. It's all a bunch of Perfect Circle CDs and Ghostbusters.
You know,
One of the
we
last
do all kinds
DVDs
of
I
stuff.
stocked before I died, as a matter of fact.
Wait, Preston, what are you holding behind your back there?
It's some.
No, wait,
some-
just show us.
No, it's just some stupid.
Dude, we
movie.
can like
It's a-
partially see through you, so just show us.
Dude, you're here
It's
forever.
It's just some movie.
We're gonna-
The film, really. It's a Sidney Poitier directed. It's just some movie. You know.
Okay, what is it? Just
Oh,
show
that
us.
sounds nice, Cindy Poitier.
Hold him down. Hold him down.
So.
Give.
Great.
give it-
You know
it's-
what?
give it to us.
Give it. All right.
All right.
It's
Ghost Dad.
okay. Listen to me. It's I died as I was putting shelf.
Why the fuck are you holding this movie?
Okay. Look, this happened long before anyone knew anything terrible about this man on the cover. I was putting the DVD up. Again, you will notice that I am a easily 400-pound man, and clutched my heart.
5'2".
Clutched my heart. Said, "Oh, Geely." Looking at a copy of Geely, and fell to the floor holding a copy of Ghost Dad. Dying words. Oh, Geely. So I have to carry around this copy of Ghost Dad for the rest of my life.
That's Bo's favorite movie.
It makes dating incredibly complicated. When I asked Amy at the Claire's kiosk out, she was into it at first, but then she saw the DVD.
Preston, I want to tell you just
The
like
ghost-
straight
the ghost
up as
at
a bro,
DVD.
like she was not into it at first.
Well, not many of them are. I don't think Jenny from Sephora is gonna really be into it.
She's
either.
not gonna be into you.
Oh.
She's not gonna be into you.
Now, you're too good for Jenny from Sephora.
No, he is. Shut the fuck up, Bo.
No, Bo's right. She's a
far
hoe.
too good.
I tell them it's not my choice to hold on to this. I just so happened to have been holding it when I died unexpectedly. So yeah, pretty shit life.
It's a
Afterlife.
Now, if they're judging Ghost Dad, they're judging Sir Sidney Poitier, which he's one of those old actors I assume has been knighted,
Yes.
even if he isn't
He
British.
directed the film, as a matter of fact, as you'll see on the back there. So not only do I have to carry this around for all eternity, I have to be reminded of that fact. Sidney Poitier.
And who am I to
directed
say
Ghost Dad.
about Bill Cosby's transgression?
Is Bill Cosby
I
like
picked up a
dead?
few words.
Is he like here in the ghost realm, or is he in heaven?
It's the only
he's in
two
hell.
options.
He went to hell.
Oh,
That
That's
is
it.
answered in the
I
That's
mean,
movie,
I can't
assume.
confirm, but I'd assume he went to hell.
What? There's no such thing
Nah.
as hell. It's stupid. There's just ghost realm and heaven.
I don't think that's true.
I assume some of those questions
Well,
are
you know.
answered in this Ghost Dad movie, but I have a pretty tight grip on it. And,
you haven't actually watched.
Yo,
Can't
Preston,
even-
last
can't
time I
even
was
watch
in
the
FY,
thing.
Oh my
Preston,
goodness.
how come when I went into FYE, they didn't have 300?
The movie 300, I believe that
It's
Gerard
salt.
Butler, 300. Zack Snyder, yes.
I believe that must have been a new release at this point.
no, I'm talking now. Why don't they have it?
It sells out every single
I-
time they stock it, even now in the year 2018.
I just
Even the DVDs.
You can't ask
I-
Preston. He's like low on the totem pole. He doesn't
No,
make
I
those
don't.
decisions.
I just only know Ghost Dad, man. This is it. Check
All right,
this
well,
out.
the last time I was in
Fun for the whole
Listen, the last-
family. Joel Siegel, Good Morning America. Good thing he died before he found out what happened to his favorite.
Spared a lot of people a loss of dignity to advocate for the man. But as a extremely woke Confederate soldier, I will say. Who am I to judge what any POC does ever? And that's why I will remain gleefully neutral on the Bill Cosby issue.
As a
Like,
key,
that's not even woke. That's just, like, stupid. Have you guys ever seen any famous ghosts, by the way? I think I saw Charlie Chaplin or Hitler or somebody with a, that mustache walking around the parking lot a couple weeks ago.
No, that was probably an impersonator.
I thought you had to
Both those guys
die
are
in
in
a
heaven.
location in order to be a ghost.
You saying a guy that was dressed up like Charlie Chaplin died in the parking lot?
Lots of people die on Halloween from fentanyl overdoses.
Man, that guy's life
Who
must
am
suck.
I to say? Maybe a Prince Charles-esque Joker-type personality character didn't dress as Hitler on Halloween.
The last time I was in an FYE, I made one of those cutouts from Avatar, talked to a guy, and I told some guy to suck me, and he thought the dude behind the counter said it, and he brained the dude with the Millennium Falcon model, and he killed him. And that's Dennis.
Oh yeah, Dennis.
You guys know Dennis?
That was you.
Dennis is still there.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Did you ever tell Dennis
if you
this?
guys, I mean, I haven't been here that long, but it's a pretty good haunt right there.
I will say the haunt I am fond of lately. As you know, I almost exclusively stay in the Big Dog store. For those who don't know, Big Dog t-shirts have lots of fun slogans and clever phrases they put on the t-shirts that are particularly rude. I tend to find the ones that are the most problematic, and if a man tries on the shirt in any way, I usually just reach out my ghost hands and start choking him or attacking him, whispering in his ear, "You're better than this," or "Do better, cuz," or "That ain't the tea."
I can't wait till I get my ghost powers and I can like give people a sore throat and stuff.
Oh,
You still don't have yours? I had mine like a month.
No, like I'm really lazy and stuff. I don't feel like
You
it.
haven't passed the test? Jesus Christ.
Have you guys been able to possess people at all yet?
I'm working on it. We can do
I
items.
kind of just like go and stand inside of girls, but it doesn't do anything.
Like literally inside of them.
Yeah, that's sick.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, Stucky and Preston and I have been doing some stuff. Like, we've been making all the bears and Build-A-Bear workshops in Buckcherry. We'll go into Bass Pro Shops and load all the guns. We'll switch around all the hats and lids. We'll take like a bunch of Tommy Bahama shirts overnight from Macy's and move them over to Forever 21.
We'll go to the Spencer's.
We'll go spray all the...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Preston, you can go. Tell them about Spencer's.
Oh, I just say they have lollipop shaped like penises there, and
Oh yeah.
And Stucky likes to suck on those.
yeah.
Come on, shut the fuck up. No, I don't.
I thought we were just talking
We
about
didn't.
things
We
we
got
liked at
those
the mall.
after like I was a ghost already. I wasn't involved in that.
You like to suck on those.
No.
We'll go into
Stucky,
Hollister. We'll go into
It's
Hollister. Spray all
okay
the
if you want to.
We'll spray all the clones in Hollister and hospitalize
Spencer's used to be
everybody
like
in there.
really
That's pretty
cool.
good.
It used to be like fucking band posters and shit and like cool shirts and like, farts and stuff. But now it's like all this like sex stuff and it's like really gross.
I like to go into Sephora, and I like to
You stay the
possess.
fuck out of Sephora.
Stay the fuck out of
Now,
Sephora.
don't worry.
Dude.
Shut up, Preston.
All right. I ain't have any eyes of any sort on your ladies. I have dearest Mabel waiting for me right there in hell. I like to go to Sephora and go to the girl that helps the women try on different makeup. And I possess her body, and I speak in my swarthy southern accent. You don't need any of this makeup. Sweetie pie, honey bunch, you are beautiful just the way you are. And I start flushing that Sephora makeup right down the toilet, pouring it in the sink, saying you don't need any of this to impress no man.
Yeah, are you the one that was like giving Matt a tug job last week?
I'm afraid not.
You're afraid?
I'm afraid I have not broadened my sexuality, even though it's the wokest thing you can do.
Is there any place in the mall you guys haven't haunted?
The Sears. Always wanted to haunt the Sears.
I have
We don't haunt the Sears. We kind of hang out in the grill section because it's badass, but we don't haunt it. We kind of just chill there.
Sears kind of sucks
we
because
also,
like nobody's in there.
Stucky's always trying to get us to go into the men's restroom. I don't really care about that, but
There's
that's like his bag.
A weird magical energy emanating from the bathroom in the Lady Foot Locker that I've been tense and fearful to approach.
You just do it, dude. When you think about like opening your horizons and stuff, you know, like men should go in the women's restroom. Like, I bet.
Well, that's kind of one of the cool things about being a ghost is we can just walk right through stuff, go right in there, no problem. No one even sees us.
Oh, well, I feel like that would be a violation of my sacred vows of marriage.
You guys ever become one of the toilets?
You guys didn't even have like 2 bathrooms back when you were alive, so who cares?
They were nothing but a humble hole in some wood leading down to a deeper hole deep in the gullet of the earth.
I think we'd all agree our favorite place to go hang out and kind of, come together is Rainforest Cafe.
Oh.
We all love to control the animatronic gorillas and shit. Make them scream in the middle of the night or like in the middle of people's meals. And scare the shit out of everyone.
I think that's the closest thing to hell.
But next to that, the grill section is Sears. I mean, fuck.
Have you ever possessed one of the toilets? And I only do this in the men's room.
I just asked that.
Open the seat up back and forth while talking to make it look like the toilet seat is the lips of the toilet and it's speaking, asking the man standing in front of you to feed me. And at this occurrence, most men get mighty ashamed of their own biological needs and will refuse to shit in you. Now, if you go and follow that man all across the mall and do it to every toilet, eventually he will shit into a urinal.
But what are you saying? Like, you eat shit? You, like, possess a toilet and eat the shit?
I don't taste it, but
yeah, because toilets don't have tongues.
Quite humorous.
Oh, I mean, Beauregard could give
possess
a tongue.
It's very simple, Stucky. I possess a toilet and beg for men to feed me. Now, what you don't get about that, I guess you don't understand humor, or you're too insecure in your masculinity to let a grown man pregnant with 3 Auntie Anne's
Dude, this
pretzels
is why you're still a ghost and you haven't moved on to, like, the next life, is because, like, you're, like, going around eating guys' shit and stuff. Like, some of us are still working on our community college degrees. Like, we're gonna, do good things in the ghost world.
You haven't even passed the ghost test.
Okay, yeah, like,
I'm
I'll
sure
get on
your
eventually.
intro to business class will eventually pass you. However, I don't think me having
heaven is gonna need a lot of, like, multi-level marketing.
I think it's just a little bit of childish fun to pretend to be a toilet and to move the toilet seat like lips, begging for grown men to shit in you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Listen, I don't have Bo's
power. If God himself tells me that's why I don't get into heaven, I will touch my toes and walk backwards through the gates of hell, because there ain't nothing funnier in the goddamn world than begging a man as a toilet to feed you.
And you did that when you were alive, too.
But they didn't. Shut the fuck up, Stucky.
I'm just saying.
I don't have Bo's power,
up.
but I still go into bathrooms around the mall just to look at the toilets and have a good laugh.
You just look at them and have a laugh.
Anyway, so
we were supposed to have, like, those cool futuristic toilets by now. Like, it's been 10 whole years and they don't have the toilets that, like, turn your poop into little toys.
To my shame, I will admit, I have been into the women's restroom in this place. Have you fellas ever seen how nice they are compared to the men's? They have a couch. They have multiple couches. They have a fainting couch just in case they get the vapors and they need to take a nap. They got magazines. They got fresh flowers.
Do they have highlights in there?
Yeah, it's really crazy, like, how girls piss on the floor way more than guys, even though guys have to aim, but girls just, like, spray all over the floor like it's sick, and they never mop it up. Like, I never knew that when I was alive, that, like, girls just, like, spray all over the floor. It's fucking gross. But I mean, as a ghost, I could tell you now.
I don't know about that, Stucky.
I don't know about that.
It's a fact.
All right. Well,
if you go in a girl's restroom, there's like an inch of piss. It's disgusting. Women are dogs.
All right, Stucky.
Whoa, Stucky, hold on.
Wait, hey, dude, are you a virgin, dude?
Okay, like.
Yeah, what's with you and girls?
What the fuck?
Well,
where is all this coming from? Like. Well, why did you
you're
ask
kind
me
of
that?
Hyper focused on like the women's restroom, like how much they piss. You're just really focused on women.
Okay,
and you said women
like,
are dogs? Did I hear that right? You guys heard that right?
I heard it.
Okay, fine. I'm a virgin. Like, I never got laid. But is that so weird? I'm only 20 years old, and some guys don't ever get laid. So, like, you guys...
Well, what base is standing inside a girl?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of felt like I wasn't a virgin anymore, but I don't know. I guess
Seems
I was
somewhere between third and home.
I guess I just been like taking out my anger issues on girls or something.
Yeah. That's like sliding into home and running out of the stadium. Like, what are you doing?
I just have all this like energy like pent up inside of me, and I don't know what to do with it. And like being a ghost blows, and I can't even like kill myself.
You do have way more
man.
ectoplasm than us. Like, he is like, I'd say like 50% more ectoplasm than all of us.
Ectoplasm's oozing out of the bottom of your cargo shorts.
You guys just, I can't even. I've got so much pent up energy too, and I can't release any of it. I try to masturbate, but I just had to die holding this thing with my dominant hand.
Even if you figure it out that
you still gotta look at Ghost Dad.
Still gotta look at Ghost Dad.
We don't got no blood pumping in our bodies.
Yeah. Listen,
we
Preston,
just have...
to be honest, you wouldn't be the first person to masturbate to the cover of Ghost.
Wait, hold on. Can I just say, like, really quick that, like, there's no way that I'm the only virgin here, right? Like, we're all dead. Like, one of you guys can admit this, right?
Nose ghost. I don't have a nose.
Oh, this is so stupid. Like, we're recording this, and a bunch of people are going to hear this, and, like, my mom and dad are probably going to find out, like, I died without getting laid, and they're going to think I sucked.
I hooked it.
They already knew that. They already knew you never got laid. Trust me, buddy.
You're such a dick.
Kurt, your leg is tapping an awful lot. Is this something you'd like to tell Stucky right now?
I just didn't have my ghost coffee today.
Okay.
Hey, can any of you guys lose weight?
If you had sex, what was it like? Like, tell us.
Wet, leathery, slippery. It slipped around.
Yeah, that just sounds like being a ghost.
It felt. It made me come.
You're like reading this off of your hand or something. Like, this doesn't even sound real.
Fuck the nipple. No, fuck.
You fucked the nipple,
doggy
boy.
style was how I would do it. Is when I would fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
All
so
right.
like you never had sex for sure. Preston, what can you like tell us? Like, did you get laid all the time? Like, there's no way, right?
Okay, so me and Jenny from Sephora, we sort of made out.
Oh my God!
There's no way.
A couple weeks ago, and you know, I didn't want to kiss and tell.
No,
but,
you didn't.
Your boy slid into home base.
You mean like literally slid?
What was that like?
Jenny from Sephora. Behind the counter at the Annie Ann's Pretzel.
Oh my goodness!
Kidding me?
In front of the children.
Wait, can you prove this, Preston?
The security footage. Go look it up, my man.
Shows nothing. You're a ghost. Shows nothing.
Oh, that's right. Well, you can smell my ghost finger if you'd like to.
Oh my God! Get the fuck out of my face! Fuck you.
Okay.
No.
If I wasn't already dead, I would kill myself right now. This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, thank you, Stucky.
Gentlemen,
Second.
It's obvious.
He's fucking with
You're
us,
all
right?
complete
you put
virgins.
Preston. Okay, Bo, you put Preston up this. I get it. Really funny. Ha ha ha! You had your laugh. You're trying to shit on me and Stucky now.
Deeds. I had no hand in such deeds. believe I was maybe the last of it. If you notice, there's one thing all
God,
the
that ghost dog
ghosts
won't
in
stop
this
barking.
mall.
Where the fuck is that ghost dog in this mall? Why the fuck is there a ghost dog in the mall?
If there's one thing you can
Ghost
notice, I
Dog
think
stalk that
that
movie all the time too.
all of the people in the mall, I'm pretty sure, are virgins.
Oh,
Are you a virgin, Bo?
I was grandfathered in. The rules don't apply to me. I stuck it to dearest Mabel.
Oh,
Slid
gross. Come on.
twixt
All
to
right.
thighs.
Okay. We
Okay,
don't have
you
a,
don't-
we don't have
Rosy
4 hours.
Tell
red
us again, you
cheeks of
already
her
told us.
face,
Rub it in. Just rub it in.
staring directly into my
Even though
eyes.
this guy had sex
as
like
I
200 years ago, I'm still
pump
jealous.
and pump my sinful yoga twixt her womanhood.
It also makes sense that there's like 40 male ghosts here and
And-
like 2 girl ghosts. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, and Jenny would never make out with Preston in a million years. Thank you. He's lying, everybody. For all of you listening to this, he's fucking lying. Preston is a known liar. He just tries to impress everybody because he has low self-esteem, because he has to hold on to Ghost Dad for the rest of his life, and he's embarrassed because Bill Cosby is an offender and a sicko. He's
Now,
just jealous of me and
who
Jenny.
are we to judge such a monumentous POC? As a Confederate soldier, I will not make that claim.
Bo, you defended slavery, literally.
That was 100. And hold on a second, let me do the math.
You don't even know what year this is.
153 years ago.
All right, well, while we're here, I mean, do you guys all have to, you have some unfinished business, obviously. And I'm not just talking about you and your fucking wife, Bo. We've heard enough about that. Do any of you guys want to tell anything to the living or anyone listening to this, any unfinished business, any apologies, or, kind of just settle things? I'll start it out. I just want to say, hey, Devin, from the Flying Drone Kiosk, you owe me $8 and you can suck my fucking ass, dude. I even let you swap out your Skyrim guide back in like 2012. Also, your girlfriend is cheating on you with Gord from the fucking movie theater. He's like 37 years old. He has gout, man. Plus, he's on a tether. So fuck you, Devin, and fuck your LA looks. Fuck your glamour muscles. No one cares if you started CrossFit 2 months ago. Fuck you, Devin. That's all. All right.
What's a tether?
Well, he has like one of those trackers, those tethers for like alcoholics or whatever. I don't know.
Oh.
He can't leave the movie theater.
He's got house arrest at
He's
the
basically
movie
a
theater.
ghost. He's basically a ghost, but he's still alive. So.
He's a living ghost that haunts the movie theater.
Yeah, he's a DUI ghost is what we call him. Most people haunt their own homes, but anyway, I'll let you guys go. I know, like, you kept reading over that letter earlier, and then you look at it and read it over, and then you hold it at your chest and you glance up at the ceiling and smile, Riley.
Oh yeah,
So-
I have a letter. It's a letter that haunts me to this day. That I never got to send it off to dearest Mabel before I took that nice bath with those nice natives. Are you saying? Do you want me to read it?
I mean, I know you're going to, so just get it over with.
My dearest Mabel, you're the sole beam of hope holding up the dilapidated ceiling of misery in my short, brutal life. I often thought myself a good man, a strong man, and now, when the sun is about to set on me, I find your love and words to be the sole force holding me back from failing, and ultimately wallowing in the dark pit of death. These months, long have they been since I absconded from the Confederate Army and ventured west in search of the most monolithic achievement a man can hope to find. No city gold-filled routine riches, no law or civilization of antiquated knowledge, no religious artifacts plucked from the hands of God. I hope to find a force so powerful it reduces gods themselves to mere pedestrian, a force that elevates mortals to divinity. I search, of course, for the fountain of life. It is no surprise of you the sudden increase of my illnesses. I have abandoned the Confederate Army in search of a cure. Of such I am emitting odors and displaying pustules which I am sure disgusts you. I am currently afflicted with miasma, the king's evil, bubonic plague, gonorrhea, bitch leg, frontal bacne, and double diarrhea. Rather than force you to see me every day, I have set out looking for a cure so we can continue to make love, just me and you, without becoming entangled in a vile polycule of sorts. Despite the warnings of my officers in Virginia, the natives here have rarely tried to fuck me. I've spent most of my trip politely excusing myself from their soothing baths and moving further westwards. The freedom of these people is astounding to me. I oft to see a lady's armpit and am propelled to the air via nosebleed. The road is lonely and I am destitute, and I only hope the cure will find me and I can get closer to you. Oh, how I miss the sucking and fucking of your, how I miss the tenderness of your titties, of your big butt and your cool pussy. How I busted in you in the days of our early matrimony. How I nutted in the chasm of your womanliness. How my back arched when my member entered into a divine agreement with your delicateness. Oh, the faces I painted of yours. Oh, the loins I suffocated into, scarcely breathing, struggling for breath as your sweaty body congealed onto mine, joining with my face into an ecstasy of busting, blowing ropers onto the Victorian ceiling. The maid herself wiping my maleness, my load, my salt off the chandelier. I yearn to turn you inside out and make your toes curl so hard you lose a shoe size. I wanna fuck so bad I have wet dreams on the other side of my underwear. Dearest Mabel, I miss you so. Our love is like a rainbow, stretches from globe to globe. I hope I find this soon and can come home to you. Yours, Beauregard, Alabaster, Leroy Johnson.
So what do you need to do to stop being a ghost? Become more racist?
I'm not sure. Because I tried becoming more racist. I tried becoming less racist. I've tried. Well, that's about it.
Must be coming down with a ghost cold. Stucky, Preston, you guys want to say anything, or do you think you could top that, or?
Well, my unfinished business is fairly obvious. I need to shelve this copy of Ghost Dad somewhere, or my soul can never be at peace. I bet there's something like that in this movie. I've never seen it, but...
Wait, you never saw Ghost Dad?
No, I can't...
You kidding me, dude? It's a
Dude, it's a
classic.
great movie.
Can't even read the back of it. My hand is very, very
Well, obviously,
firmly
like,
over the description.
Very rigid.
You need to watch
I'm
Ghost
sure
Dad.
there's another copy of Ghost Dad you could put into a DVD player and then watch it without, you know, having to use the DVD that's currently
That's a good
affixed to
idea,
your
Bo.
phone.
Maybe-
Bo, you're so fucking
Preston, maybe the
stupid and
secret-
old. They use Blu-rays now. This idiot from the fucking
Alright, shut the
Confederate
fuck up,
War
Stucky.
doesn't know.
Well, then
Stucky.
Well, I guess you're
They don't
fucked
make
then.
Ghost Dad on Blu-ray, dumbass.
I passed before Blu-ray caught on, unfortunately.
So, Preston, maybe if you were able to watch Ghost Dad, maybe the secret to getting rid of it will reveal itself within the movie.
Maybe that's
This
it.
is like something in a movie.
Maybe it's as simple as getting this case open. I don't know.
It's got that tape on it that keeps it closed, and
Oh,
it's
it's
difficult.
impossible to open. You have to use your teeth.
Oh, yeah. And the only unfinished business I have is that, and also Kevin from Lids. That was me who unbent all the brims.
I mean, Preston also admitted to me he never finished The Wire, so...
That's true, and I never really did hook up with Jenny. I'm sorry. I just wanted to feel like a big man again.
Even though I know she was just dying for you to maybe take that DVD case and do something with it. And, who knows? I don't know.
Do what?
Maybe you guys would be good together. And
No,
I'm
do
just...
what?
No.
I want to know what she was going to do with it.
All right, Bo, we just listened to your letter that... All right.
By the way,
Stucky,
don't
do you have
watch
anything to
Ghost
say?
World, because that has, like, nothing to do with ghosts. It's just about hot teenagers hooking up with Steve Buscemi.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's like a horror movie.
A lot of us ghosts refer to Steve Buscemi as the living ghost himself.
Steve Buscemi's handsome.
You're just saying that because you
Alright.
look like him.
Right down.
You think so?
Yeah, like in
You
Con
kinda
Air,
talk like
his
him,
look
too.
in Con Air.
All right. No, I don't. Anyway.
Is what's that? Is the ghost of Steve
Oh,
Buscemi
wait.
haunting us right now?
I want to talk about that.
Oh, that's
what do you guys
just,
think? Who do you
Kurt.
guys think is the best ghost of all time? I think for me, it's probably Kevin from Home Alone.
Probably Jesus Christ or Muhammad.
Kevin Bacon and
All right.
Hollow Man.
Was he a
the-
ghost in that,
I think so.
or was he just like the Invisible Man?
I don't know. I never. That was an H. I didn't get there. I stopped at Ghost Dad.
The
So you never
bet-
saw Hollow Man either.
Never saw Hollow Man either. Maybe that's my unfinished business. Who knows?
To watch Ghost Dad and Hollow Man. Okay.
The best ghost of all time is women who don't get noticed by the male colleagues
All right.
and
all right,
often
you know,
get
all
paid
right.
less for the
What
same
about
position.
Preston? What about Patrick Swayze and Ghost?
Oh, I thought we were talking about real ghosts.
I mean, you probably had to see Ghost because that's before Ghost Dad alphabetically. So.
Oh wait, Patrick Swayze's dead.
Oh, that's right. So he is a ghost now.
Has anyone
Or
met him?
maybe he went to hell or heaven.
No, I just saw that Hitler guy in the parking lot.
It wasn't Hitler and Chaplin are both in heaven. It wasn't either of them. Patrick Swayze, I mean, he did Roadhouse, he did Dirty Dancing, he did Ghost, but there's that one movie that could have sent him to hell. Who knows?
What is it?
I don't know. It's asking you. Preston
Oh,
be
I
the
don't
expert.
know
He worked at
anything. I don't
FYE.
know, but I am a
was the-
Confederate soldier.
Maybe it was Red Dawn.
I'm sorry, but is that question directed at me?
You're the movie expert.
Oh, I just know Ghost Dad, man.
You never even seen Ghost Dad.
Yeah, but this is my livelihood. This is all I know. Ghost
He's
Dad.
read the back cover of it multiple times.
No, I have not. All I can see here, fun for the whole family.
His hand
Joel
covers
Siegel,
it.
Good Morning America. That's all I know
Oh,
about
you can't
this
even
movie.
read the back cover?
No, I have no idea what this movie is about.
I
What
thought
did
it was
Ebert
a
have-
sequel to The Cosby Show, except Bill Cosby was dead, and it's all the Cosby kids learning lessons from the ghost in the house that wears a stupid sweater and potentially sexually assaults women.
Okay, so I probably won't give this a watch in that case.
I think it's probably more important in your case, but
This
I mean, we
business
all
can
have to
remain
do-
unfinished in that case.
crazy things in order to finish our business.
I
And
mean,
for
there's
me-
like worse ways to be a ghost than holding a copy of a sex offender's movie. I mean, there's plenty of people that live around the mall. There's that kid who drowned in the ball pit. There's that guy who
Yeah, that kid's definitely a
worked
virgin.
at Zoomies. All right,
I'm just
chill out,
saying.
Stucky. There's that guy who worked at Zoomies and he pulled on the tail of that seeing eye dog and then it killed him.
It was a seeing eye pit bull. And after killing him, it took 3 more lives in the mall.
I think it killed the kid that drowned in the ball pit, or maybe it just ate him after he died. I don't know. There's also that dude who hangs on the carousel. Where you think he's a diddler, but like no one's talked to him. Like, why else are you gonna hang around the carousel all the time? But like he's already dead, so what are you gonna do? Like, you can't kill him for being a diddler because he's already dead. So we
Maybe
just, like,
that's his
ignore him.
unfinished business.
We ignore him and let him listen to his Ariana Grande songs they play at the carousel, and you know.
I hate that Hollister guy that died because he's like shirtless and hot and he just hangs around and acts like a prep.
Is he a virgin too, Stucky? Is he a virgin? He doesn't look like one.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He looks like
he doesn't
fucks
look like
a lot.
a virgin,
Looks
but
like
I don't know.
Nuts.
Probably.
Maybe he's a Mormon, and that's why he's.
I mean,
a
I'm
virgin.
kind of hot too. I mean, like, what are you saying? Are you saying
All
if
right.
you were a girl, you wouldn't fuck me?
Oh,
I don't know what kind of question that is. Fucking weird.
You guys remember
Anyway,
when they
goes-
had that car in the mall and whoever took their hands off of it last won the car and that guy died because he held his pee too long? That
Yep,
guy's
I
cool
remember
as
this.
hell.
Does he? He's still
He's
around,
like a
right?
he's like a
Oh,
celebrity.
yeah.
He's the
What was
pimp of the
Todd?
ghosts.
Todd.
Todd
oh.
rocks, man.
Todd
Oh,
kicks
you
ass.
told. Oh yeah, I met him. You brought
Todd's
him.
really chill.
All right, yeah. Okay.
He had that Chevy Traverse he was holding on to, and in death he is still at ghost form. Has a large Chevy Traverse still
It's like
hanging off
the
his
ghost
hand.
of a car. It's so cool. He let me sit
He
in it
still
one
has a
time.
I don't know.
He still has a full bladder also. Can't, his unfinished business is, of course, taking a whiz.
It's kind of embarrassing though. Todd is like he died while Livestrong was like at the peak, and he still has that fucking bracelet on. And it's like 2018. He's still wearing the Livestrong bracelet.
He's got a
like, come on,
puka
dude.
shell necklace as well.
Oh, yeah, Todd's a chill dude. Remember that? Okay, one time I didn't have lunch, and this was when I was still alive. Okay, I didn't have lunch, so I ate and swallowed like 17 of those pina colada gumballs from those assorted machines. And I got so sick that I yacked and I threw up in front of the Bath and Body Works. And this like 7-year-old woman slipped on it, and they had to call an ambulance. And I don't know what happened. Like I think she might have died. I don't remember, but that was pretty funny. She slipped on like 17 chewed up gumballs that were watered up in my stomach, and I think like had a concussion.
Hey, speaking of which, can any of you lose weight? I can't seem to. Or gain weight, for that matter. I think 100 calories
Yeah.
is like 6 ghost calories.
I think it's like the Slimer condition from Gasper, where you eat the food and pour it down your gullet, and it just falls on the floor and makes a huge
Oh yeah,
mess
you guys ever
everywhere.
drink beer? It's hilarious.
Oh, I love pouring back a nice frosty mug of beer when the Chili's closes, and just having it splatter all on my still corporeal Confederate boots.
It's literally the only physical thing that I've seen a ghost have.
Very
or-
bizarre. I'm not going to
Hey,
pretend
Bo,
I
have you like tried to
understand it.
take off your boots? Like maybe you just have to take them off and you can go to heaven.
Well, I'm not sure. Why don't you guys watch me and narrate what happens to the audience as I sit down at this kiosk chair and
wait.
try to take off these
Wait.
boots?
Before you do that, who gets your boots?
Well, we should just
Well,
split it.
assuming
I get
that
one and Preston
No,
gets the other
why-
one.
You can't split
Yeah,
two boots.
I get
through-
one.
You can't
Preston,
split two boots.
Preston
Shut-
gets the other one.
No, fuck that. Why? Why you guys?
Because we called dibs.
I would say give my boots to Todd.
Preston didn't say anything.
I only have one free hand. I cannot put boots on. Go for it, dude.
Well, I'll put them on you, dude.
Okay. Cool. Me and Stucky then. It's agreed.
What the fuck? Forget it then. I'm not putting that shit on you.
All right, I'm sitting down. I am going to attempt to take these boots off for the first time. In
Hey,
a
Preston, you
hundred-
ever try shoving that DVD up your ass? Maybe it'll get stuck in there. Then you can pull your hand out.
That's crass, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the new Santa wouldn't
Alright.
do that.
Phil?
Fuck you, Santa. Fuck Phil.
Phil kind of rocks.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know about that guy. If you look into his history, I bet you'll find something. I don't know what it is, but I don't know about that guy.
All right, I'm taking off the first boot.
Kind of got a
Oh.
rapey vibe to him.
Oh my God,
Oh my god.
I feel
That smell.
an insane energy building up to me. Do you
Dude,
feel
look at your
that?
feet. They're so fucking
can't
gross.
smell it.
Did
Oh
you
my
not take off
God,
your boots
the
during the
smell.
entire Civil War?
We weren't allowed to.
Jesus
if
fucking
you
You're
look
supposed
up
to die
the
with your
history,
boots on.
no soldier of the Confederate Army was allowed to take off his boots.
How the fuck does a ghost make a smell like that?
Your
Even
entire
when I was
toes are- your
taking
entire
a nice
toes.
bath with the natives, I kept my boots on as a sign of respect. Now this boot is off, I feel drawn to the energy of the women's bathroom in Lady Foot Locker.
Your entire toes are nails.
And I'm going to take the other boot off now.
Oh my god. They're glowing.
I feel like I'm going home.
What do you
Mabel.
see?
Why are you going to the women's bathroom?
The women's bathroom in the Lady Foot Locker.
Bro,
I
there's
see
nothing in
Mabel.
there. No,
I see
there's nothing
Mabel.
there.
She's at the top of a golden staircase. Oh my God. Mabel, I'm coming home. I'm gonna split you open like a log on top of another log. Mabel, I'm coming up the staircase. I'm coming home. I'm gonna see you virgins
There's
later.
like a fucking
I
white
have transcended.
zone in the sky.
I have transcended. I have transcended.
He's floating.
He just fucking disappeared into the ceiling. I can't do that. Can you guys do that?
I think that guy might have been
I'm-
low-key racist. Anyone else?
I mean, he was a Confederate soldier, so it's a given. I mean,
You know
that
what?
was,
I
like,
bet that
their
guy
whole
died
thing
in
was,
like
like, we want slaves,
1983
so.
and he was like a reenactor. Totally fucking a liar. There's no way.
He did keep giving weird looks to this cover of Ghost Dad.
I bet he worked on Ghost Dad. I bet he directed it.
I mean, he might have been an extra in Ghost Dad too. Maybe he was an actor and he was in Ghost Dad as an extra, and then
That's
he
why
was
I
an
love
actor
Bill
in
Cosby
reenactments
so
of
much,
the
because
Civil
Bill
War.
Cosby paid his checks.
Well, now what are we gonna do?
I don't know. Do you guys want to try going to heaven, or?
We could go bend the hats and
How the
lids.
fuck are we gonna get there? What are we gonna do in lids?
We could bend all the hat brims. It's fun. It's soothing, therapeutic.
Yeah, that sounds
Alright.
pretty
Alright.
sick. Let's do it.
Or we could go to heaven.
All right. Plus, like the mall is about to open
No,
in
lids
like
or heaven.
12
We
minutes.
need to decide now. Lids or heaven. Mall's about to open.
Dude,
What's the difference?
Fuck it.
No, it's
Heaven's
still
gonna
lids.
heaven's gonna be around like forever. We don't have to go to heaven right now.
All right. Well, lids is about to.
The mall's about to open anyway. Like we can't.
I
Like,
still got
hang
a lot
around
of stuff
here
I want to
anyway,
do,
so-
like in my ghost life. Like I want to get abs. I want to like graduate community college. Like heaven can wait.
I want to try this walking into a girl thing. Yeah.
I was thinking about taking improv classes, but we'll see.
Yeah, I wish they would build a UCB in
Anyway,
this mall.
all right. Thanks for whoever finds this. Yeah, this is all real, and try to help us get in contact with us. And
Yeah, if any girls want to meet
don't know.
me, just go stand next to the fountain in the
Jesus
mall,
Christ.
perfectly still.
Do not stand in
and,
them.
You know, we will maybe the way I get into heaven is that I finally get a girlfriend. So just
Listen, Stucky, the reason why you're not able to do it right is you have to have them T-pose. If they T-pose, then it's easy to... Alright, never mind. You don't even listen to me.
We're going to
Alright,
lids.
we're gonna leave. So, Alright, well, stop the recording. Alright, hold on. Just stop it. Alright. There we go.
The following is an archive podcast presented by the Branson and Hudson Foundation for Podcast Recovery. This podcast is entitled Admin Chat. It is the first and only episode of the podcast. Welcome to episode 1.
Welcome to Admin Chat. Admin Chat is a discussion between 4 different types of internet moderators about the rules and roles of administrators and moderators in modern society. Here are the rules of the podcast Admin Chat. Be kind to each other. No reason to get upset. It's important to be civil. Respect the opinions of others. Make clear, concise arguments. No memes or shit posting. No talking over each other. Limit side conversations to off podcast. Limit links and credit the original creators. No fundraising. No nudity or rude language. This sums up the rules of Admin Chat. If any admins would like to add a rule, please let me know after we do the introductions. Hello, my name is Johnny GameFAQs, and I am joined here by 3 wonderful moderators who all control and help keep the internet civil, orderly, and productive. Gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about what you do?
I just like to say my only rule is no Gryffindor.
Well, I guess I'll go second. I'm Clinton Bush, the two presidents.
I didn't go, so.
Oh, well.
Well, you could go. No, go ahead, man.
Well, listen, be kind to each other, okay?
I insist.
Come on.
Thank you. All right, come on. We'll get to that.
Well,
let's not give them any credit right now.
my name's Clinton Bush, and I mod Ninja's Twitch chat, and I'm also his booker. Well, we have a lot of fun on the Twitch chat, but my number one rule there is please stop being horny. I've had this happen a couple times where women
That's
ask.
a good rule.
Oh yeah, of course he can get knocked off Twitch.
It's a very good rule.
Yeah, for
He's
even
not an
showing
18
feet.
plus channel. He's not. He's very family friendly. He keeps it clean, cleans up the mouth, doesn't talk about doing sex to his wife. He definitely doesn't imply how much sex he has with his wife.
That's correct.
Which is fine, but that's not family friendly. Which I appreciate that what he does.
No, that's right. But yeah, I ban all horny women. If you ask for feet, you're out of here.
And that's a good policy, as you should be. This is not some kind of e-brothel. It is a reputable man's gaming stream in which he plays a small child's game and excels at it.
That's correct. And, maybe he kills a couple pedophiles in, Misty Woods or whatever the fuck, It's whatever. We're all
You don't
having
know the
fun
names
here.
of the game. You don't know the locations of the game. You're an admin in his chat.
Well, he doesn't pay me, so, should I?
I appreciate that.
Well,
You're too
I mean, I
busy
think
modding the
a
chat.
clear rule of being an admin or lesser a moderator is we don't take pay. I wouldn't think of taking any money for my job. It's a
Of course
duty.
not.
It's
Well, I'm his booker, too, and that's a very thankless task because he's very picky about who he games with.
Now, I can't agree with that sentiment, not taking money for the admin, but I'll let you go.
why don't you go? Why don't you tell everyone your
gentlemen,
name?
why don't you
because-
say yes? Tell
All
us
right.
what your name is.
Well, many of you know me. I am the esteemed Mr. Bobo. I'm the admin of Tweetquire, Keep Fits, the Rough Riders, and the Anapals. I run the day-to-day of the forums, moderating the users, kind of managing the finances, the money coming in, the money coming out, just control of all of that. That's me.
lot
I'm
of
at the
money in
top
that.
of this, all right? Managing the talent, kind of making sure that we are good to go every single day.
That's wonderful what you do
And
with those gentlemen.
as
over
you
there at
guys,
the
you guys
Anapals.
might not want to take a pay for your work, but what I do, no one else can do. I am the best at what I do, and that is making sure that these bears are having a great time online.
What's their livelihood?
Yeah, this is what I do. I
is
don't
what-
do
that's-
anything else. I am on my computer
You have your degree
24/7,
in that, right?
making sure that Henry, Ollie, Lieutenant Bear, Toddy Furrington, Bob Owa, they are all on there, staying in character, talking to each other, and having a great time.
And not
Oh.
posting feed pics.
Yeah. Don't forget about Harvey Bernstein.
They're
Another good thing. Another thing I give
talking
Mr.
about
I give
Harvey Bearstein, Bowie C.K., Hillary, and Bill Cuddleton. They're all there.
Wolfery Epstein. Our last gentleman here, to my right, the Demented Taco. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
No, thank you. I would love to. My name is, like you said, the Demented Taco, or just Taco. A lot of people call me. On the boards, I moderate or admin usually. A little bit lesser boards, I'll maybe moderate on the side. But you could just call me Dean. I am a admiral. Can't talk. A little nervous. Right. I admin on the Game of Thrones Fire Age mobile game subreddit, the Undertale subreddit, the formerly closed Jailbait subreddit, rest in peace, which is long gone, so, I'm not going to talk about that.
Well, yeah, Ninja was very sad when that went.
No, I
it
don't
was a
want
great board.
to ruffle any feathers, but you can come to several of my sites, and we have similar content there. We call it the Epstein Bears channel. Continue,
wait,
Demented
like,
Taco.
no, you mean like the Bernstein Bears?
Kind of.
In a way, they're a family. There's several young ones. And that's all Liberty I'm going to talk about.
Well, what is it? The Mandela. We talk about a lot in Red. The Mandela effect is where you think it's one thing, but it turns out it's the other. I could have sworn. People tell me it's the Bernstein Bears, but I could have sworn it was the Epstein Bears for many years. Growing up, all those books, I could have sworn it was the Epstein Bears
now. So the Mandela effect, you're right in bringing that up, and so a lot of people kind of get things confused. They're like, hey, maybe those kids you're flying out of the country are underage, and no, that's the Mandela effect in work. Okay, they were of age, they were adults, fully consenting adults, and also the age differences in different countries. You know, like what's legal here may not be legal there, and vice versa. And also, if it just takes place on a forum, no crime was committed.
My lawyers are telling me to let's move on to the next subject here.
Well, I'm also all right. Well,
tell us a little bit about yourself post jailbait, the Demented Taco.
Well, like I said, I mentioned a couple of subreddits. I also administer the Overwatch blockchain subreddit. My wife and I, we also, close your ears, kids. We also post on an amateur porn subreddit. My wife and I, she's a moderator, Mistress Chief, and I do Mass Effect sex play videos. And we do have, indeed, a private Snapchat, which you can subscribe to. And we'll give you a shout out to an impression of Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty while we're screwing. Or maybe something else of your choice. But that's one of them.
If you're looking for that private Snapchat, you can look under the name The Male Asari.
No,
that's right. I dress up as a male, and I dress up as the first male Asari. And it's kind of funny because
she dresses up like Garen.
Well, listen.
No, she's dressed up as Shepard. She's dressed up as Rex, the Krogan. She's a bit bigger, but she fits the role well. And a lot of people say, well, I never thought of an Asari with a penis before. And I said, I mean, it just came to us one day, and that's just like we get creative with it. And we got to the Renaissance Fair in those costumes where I was the male Asari, and she was, I believe, Commander Shepard.
I believe that's
she even wore a bald cap.
That's also one of your Anapals is named Aziz Asari.
That is correct. Aziz Ansari, real big hit on some of the forums.
I wanted to get a good mixture of different types of admins here, and that'll kind of transition us to our first subject as well, where we got a little bit of the old school here with me and the Demented Taco, and a little bit of new school administrators here with Mr. Bobo and Clinton Bush. As for me, to say my background a little bit, I am Johnny GameFAQs. I am the founder of the website GameFAQs.com. It is mostly guides that have to deal with helping probably 85 IQ children defeat Donkey Kong 64. But it has a lot of other effects. There's a very large message board population. It is a very active social population. And for over 2 years, I was the sole moderator on a web forum with over 100,000 active users.
Oh my goodness, how do you get to do all that? How do you find the time?
A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of really kind of nitpicking rules, a lot of hands off in certain areas that were deemed unproblematic, but mostly cocaine.
Oh man, yeah, I get that, because sometimes I have to go to like truck stop bathrooms and like look in the biomedical waste containers to see if there's any pills in there, because sometimes like. Listen, Ninja just streams all the time, and I have to keep up, and I have to take my kids to school the next day, and listen, like it all piles on, man. It's all so sad.
We've all been there.
Well, let's talk
as I
a little bit.
Is Ninja? He's you're always having to keep him resupplying the Red Bull, and you try to give him the sugar free. He doesn't like it, so you have to keep. People don't see, and out of frame next to that Red Bull little fridge is another fridge that holds all of his insulin, and you have to administer it because he doesn't know how to do it.
That's
he
right.
refuses to get a pump. You do a lot of work.
You have to do it off camera underneath the desk in his ankle.
Well, yeah, you see, he's secretly BDS. He's Jewish, and so all the pump makers are
quite a whopper.
Yeah,
right there.
Like he's not very open with that, and so I don't think I'll be posting this to my social media because a lot of his fans are very heavy Zionists. So, but anyway, Nova Nordisk and a bunch of the other insulin pump makers, they're all, anti-Palestinian, and that's just the way it is. It's like SodaStream for insulin. It sucks.
That's true, and that might kind of alienate some of the followers who know him as just kind of like he's a PewDiePie that shaves.
Yeah, he's a PewDiePie that's circumcised.
He's a circumcised PewDiePie. Everyone says that about Ninja all of the time.
Every day. Well, not while Clinton Bush is in chat. That's right.
That's right. Mr.
Keep it clean.
Bobo,
That's what we like.
tell us, what's it like moderating for the Anapals?
Well,
And
that's
not a
hard to
moderator.
describe.
He's much more.
Exactly. I'm what you would call a social media manager. All right. I am basically in control of several different sites, several different forums. I help also mod their Twitch pages, their Twitter pages, their Facebook pages, their YouTube Patreons for when you want to give $5 and so they can record the bear saying a poem to you.
Wonderful.
My philosophy with this is if it don't make money, it don't make sense. All right. And these people pretending to be a cuddly little bear
that's
online.
how this saying goes, by the way.
That's exactly. I know. That's exactly how that saying goes. Why do you think I said it?
And you're as I understand it, you're taking them out. You're taking them out to the public. You're taking photos and videos of them in the park, out in the woods.
Well, I'm helping support them do that.
No,
so
give us
they
a little
don't.
bit.
They
Give us a
doesn't
little
have
bit
to
of
be
an idea
good
of
with
what
spelling as long as they're good with earning, right?
Mr. Bobo. But you set them up in these elaborate, these elaborate positions and settings, and it's kind of crazy for me to wrap my head around. But we want to know a little bit about you. What's behind the camera? If you were to take that camera while you're taking a video and pan down just a little bit, what would we see? What's going on behind that camera? What are you doing when you take these pictures or filming these things? Is there anything that you're doing that maybe other people, wouldn't know about?
There is nothing in particular or incriminating about what I am doing. There is nothing going on. I have both hands on the camera at all times. I have one hand sometimes also on the phone, one hand on the bear.
If you were,
there has never been
if you were
anything
doing something
illicit.
you could join in. You can come to Illinois, meet my wife and I. You can get on our private Snapchat. We'd love to have you on, or you can start your own private Snapchat. We'll help you set it up.
That's, you know what? And I respect that you have that private Snapchat, because as a great man once said, the easiest way to make money is create something of such value that everybody wants and go out and give and create value. The money comes automatically. And that was Jordan Barefoot. A great man who was about that paper.
He wrote that book. The Bear of Wall Street.
That's right. The Bear of Paul Street.
And I just want to applaud your money-making efforts. I read in the Wall Street Journal that even that 15-second K2 ad the Paul Street Journal, that you guys did that K2 ad, a 15-second K2 ad that you put in front of your Tunesful Tuesday SoundCloud netted you over $15,000.
And that was just in one day. So, and we didn't have our top guys doing that. We didn't have the Henry the Bears. We didn't have Toddy Furrington. That was all Ollie Von Steef, all right? And he's just a little bear who lives his particular human and sometimes trats on Twitter, okay? But he went out there, and you know what? He performed that. He got it on the tweet choir. We got all those retweets. We got all those faves.
Why do you do that?
Why
do you make that voice?
Money.
Why do you say it that way?
All right. Mr.
What
Bobo,
did you just say?
Mr. Bobo, I have a quick question for you. I've been a huge fan of you, of yours since the first day I saw you on Twitter, 2011. I just wanted to ask, are they speaking in a British accent, or is it AAVE? I've always wanted to know.
Well, to take you a little bit behind the scenes, it's just kind of the way the bears talk. It's how we imagine that if a bear came to life, if a little teddy bear was granted life through ungodly means, this is how they would speak. They would speak like little demented dipshits that wouldn't spell things correctly, and you would have to say it over and over and over to pronounce. And then if you were able to try to recreate this type in it, you would cause permanent brain damage to yourself.
Now, I heard a rumor, and I hope you don't mind me asking, Mr. Bobo.
Of course, ask away. I'm an open book.
I heard that the creator, the creative, the driving force behind your most popular Anapal, Henry, Henry the Bear.
Henry the Bear. I'm happy to answer questions about Henry. We love Henry over at Tweetquire, Keep Fits, Rough Riders, Annapels, TM trademark.
I heard that about 10 years ago, he was in a very, very bad accident, a car crash that ended up with everything being engulfed in flames. And he barely survived. Is that true?
Barely, I get it.
Well, Henry has only been around since about 2009, so he wasn't even born 10 years ago. So Henry has never been in a car accident. Henry has never suffered any sort of brain damage. Henry has never been burned beyond recognition. Henry has never been in a hospital bed, just clinging to life. He is not currently in a wheelchair.
You said born. I
sitting in
thought
his
these
house.
animals were like made in a vat by Monsanto.
No, they were created.
I always thought that these bears and his friends were all just TBI victims, but I guess I'm wrong.
These are actual bears. These are bears. These are animals.
Well,
These
I mean,
are dogs.
these
These are parakeets. These are ferrets. Okay, you know we
kinda
don't talk
found
about the
your-
ferrets a
you
lot.
fo-
They don't really
you
sell
found your
well, but
niche.
there is a niche.
You found your niche, and you had your short-lived